What's up, everybody? Lycan-Strife here, Rebel Drifter, and today we're going to look at some new dolls coming in for my YouTube channel. I'm super excited. Okay, let's get started with this first one. I already made a video, it was too long, so I tried to shorten it by doing this again. So here we go. Quickly, this is a zelex doll. Let me see, I have the specs right here. This is a zelex doll, and they wanted to make me clear that we, both Zelex and I, don't like waste. So if they have damaged dolls or orders that don't go through or whatever the case may be, they will sell the doll. So what I'm going to get for my YouTube channel to unbox and review is a EU in stock doll. So it's really next to me because I live in the Netherlands and they probably have the warehouse in Germany. And that's why it's already coming this Friday, so tomorrow. So that's super ultra lightning fast. So shout out to Zelex. They have a in-stock doll, which is the GE97 165 centimeter F cup silicone doll with low impact area damage. The breast, so point one, the breast is slightly stiff, so either both breasts or just one. And she has some scars on her fingers, like she's been cooking, you know, and then burned her fingers. So those are the only two damage points. So if you ask me, you have a doll here that's almost brand new with only two damage factors. And she's under $1,000. So that's really cheap in my opinion, especially for a full silicone doll, especially coming from the brand that is Zelex. So we're going to continue. The material is full silicone. The head number is GE97-2 with movable jaw. So she has a ROS head, which means she has a jaw that can open, or a mouth that can open with teeth and a tongue in there. So that's really realistic. Her skin tone is fair. Her areola color is red. Her downstairs area is light brown. The downstairs area is fixed, so not a sleeve, but fixed in the doll. Some people would like a sleeve because it's easier to clean and stuff like that. So not everything, or not everybody needs that. Her feet have standing function with bolts. Now, I always personally like my dolls to be able to stand. I don't really care if the foot is closed. It's a lot nicer, but you know, I'm not a dude with a foot fetish, so I don't really care. For people that do have a foot fetish and want everything to be clean and closed up without seeing the bolts, you have to choose the silicone sock mold, or just how they completely close the foot without showing the bolts. You have that option too. She has weight reduction, which I like very much because sometimes these dolls get really heavy, and that's because of their platinum silicone or their super high grade materials that they use. So a weight reduction is nice, which will be added styrofoam, if I'm not mistaken. Then you have your articulated fingers. Now, wires, like thread, wire thread, is from the past, which I really hate. Most of the time they still use this with smaller dolls because there are not skeletons for that yet. Maybe there are already companies that do have this. I don't even know if there are companies that even have small dolls that are used to sell it, because small dolls are not always something that you can sell. But we'll get to that in a minute. So articulated fingers, which means you have a skeleton in the hand, which is nice. So you can flip somebody off, or peace sign or whatever, which is really cool. She has no gel butt. That's too bad because I would have liked to slap that ass. And then she has an Evo skeleton. She has soft hands, which means we have to be delicate with the hands because hard hands, they have this like little sleeve around the waist that you can see, but the hands are stronger. I have a Norman doll standing on the left. I don't know, you're probably not going to be able to see it. There she is. See it in the corner right there? She has actually soft hands, and it's very easy to get the skeleton through, especially if you don't have the little nubs on the skeleton that try to save it from poking through. So that's something that you have to be very careful about. So hard hand, no. So that means soft hand, yes. And then she also has downstairs hair. I've never had a doll before that had hair on the downstairs area, so that's something new for me, which I think is pretty cool because I can look how that's been done. There are companies that have a a downstairs area that has a sucking function, believe it or not. I think that has something to do with either you have an electric version or something with air, like if you put your thing in and there's like a vacuum. Um, this one does not have that, which I think is fine. I mean, I don't really use my dolls. I just put them up for display, and I really like I said before, the craftsmanship. And there's also a moaning function, which she also doesn't have, but that's a little computer case or a little speaker with like a little chip in there. And when you smack the doll or just move it around, she moans through that speaker. So there's like a gyroscope in there, I think. There's also these moaning functions that I had in the TPE doll like years ago. And they put these small sensors in the breasts and in the downstairs area. But the problem is they all run on a battery. So eventually, that battery that you also use for your motherboard is gonna die out. I don't know when, but it's gonna die out eventually, and then you're gonna have a doll with those things in there not working, and you won't be able to change that out. I have those things still somewhere in my workshop or in my area somewhere where you can actually see it. I might showcase that in the future, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, that's going to be the Zelex doll. So that's really cool. So shout out again to Zelex for dropping this on my doorstep tomorrow. And we're going to be able to review that. Now, the funny thing is, going from Zelex over to gamelady doll and the smaller dolls in general, because my most successful video is almost reaching 1 million views thanks to all the viewers here. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. That helps me out tremendously. We're going to get a mini Tifa. We did it, you guys and gals, probably. We did it. We're going to get a 100 centimeter mini Tifa doll to commemorate the unboxing and review of the big Tifa doll. So a while back through Sexy Melina, I ordered a big Tifa doll with specific body setup and everything. I don't remember everything out of the top of my head, but I know I had two heads. I had the hard head, which you can see right here, which is with the closed mouth and just looking very fabulous. And then the articulative head, or the articulate mouth, jaw, open mouth, soft head. I still have the soft head, and I still have one body from Tifa, so that's really cool. I also bought Lara Croft, but she had to go. She was really beautiful and all, but I could not constantly like put everything up on display here. So I'm sorry for to gamelady for that, but I still have my Tifa with the open mouth. And then we're gonna get the small Tifa. Hopefully next week. I hope. I don't know. I'm still waiting on confirmation that they send it. But that's really cool. So I really wanted this. It's kind of like a little thank you from them to me regarding getting so many views because of you guys. So I'll be able to unbox and review the mini Tifa as well, the 100 centimeter. Now, there are companies that still make small dolls, and it really depends on how they make the doll, because you know you got your pedophiles on there on the internet, and there are certain countries, I think even the Netherlands, that have to look into specific doll types that look too childish. So Tifa is a game character. She should be fine coming through here, and she's already in Europe, so that's not going to be a problem. So for example, if I would order a childlike doll from America or from China or whatever, they're going to be checked at customs. And customs is going to either flag it as something inappropriate coming into the country, and or keep it completely and not send it through to me. So you got to be careful with those types of things. There are rules and regulations for that. I'm not going to quote everything right now, but you know, this is already turning into a long video. So next up, we have another doll coming in, hopefully this month or next month. So there's like graduate periods of time in between, which is going to be Android 18 from Dragon Ball Z. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, from elsababe. The only company, in my opinion, well, one of the best companies. There are like one or two more that also do it very well, but elsababe is like the top, the upper echelon, if you ask me, regarding anime come-to-life characters. Now, the funny thing is, we're going to get Android 18, and we're also going to get this head. Now, the question to you, viewer, is, if you made it this far into the video with my rambling, please answer me in the comments down below what you think this doll is going to be, because I have two ideas. We're going to get Android 18, which is this one from elsababe, and we're going to try and make that outfit possible, and or maybe her tracksuit outfit, which is really cool. It's probably going to be a little bit easier because this is going to be like a whole ensemble to fix. But anyway, you understand where I'm coming from. We're going to try and make something legit looking from the anime. Now, this head though, she has blue eyes in the cartoon, and it's not Frozen. I can tell you that right now. I despise Frozen. But this head right here is pretty much perfect for what I want to do regarding a different character from another cartoon or CGI movie or whatever. That's going to be too much of a hint already. And then also, she has blue eyes here in the picture, but we're going to have purple eyes when she ends up with Android 18, the body and the head. So, because I asked elsababe, I said, not to be an absolute ass or whatever, but Android 18 has a very pornographic expression on her face, which not everybody is gonna, think is cool or love. I mean, I like it. I mean, she wants it. That's pretty much how you want how you want to have your dolls. But sorry, I have a dry throat. So this one, like I said, is gonna have purple eyes, and you can leave in the comments down below what you think is going to be this character's face onto the onto the body, and then we're gonna have to figure out what she's gonna be and how I'm gonna dress her up, and then put her on display as well. So that's really cool. So another side story of elsababe. A very long time ago, at least a couple of months, maybe half a year to a year, I actually asked them on a forum if they could make Liru, the wolf girl. Oh, that's not her. This is her. Boom. They made her, so that's pretty cool. So I think it's pretty cool when I mutter an idea, they actually think it's funny and they're gonna do it. So this is still one of my favorite 3D animated clips that you can see. She's of course just a character from an anime, but there have been people that made her into a specific type of porn game, if you want to ask me. And she was very nicely animated 3D, so I think that's really cool. Now, this is actually the cat head that we still have from elsababe, which is also amazing and interestingly done. I think she's very beautiful. I think people that are against furries don't understand how something like this can still look beautiful and very cute. I mean, I'm not ashamed of it. I think she looks amazing, and they have multiple dolls or heads regarding the furry and or animal type anthropomorphic ideas and features and everything. So that's pretty cool. I still have her. She's in the box up there behind me in the closet or above the closet thing. So that's really cool. Then we're going to go over to Dutch Doll. So Dutch Doll is actually a person that I know or people that I know that have this company, doll.shop. And they have Dutch dolls and WM dolls and some other dolls in their assortment. And this is the one that I have, Dutch Doll Tiana, one of the best TPE dolls I've ever had. So that's pretty cool as well. Standing the test of time very well. And yeah, cheap too, $5.95 for a TPE doll. That's really well made and light because she's 29 kilograms. I think mine is actually a little bit lighter because she feels around like 25, 26 maybe. So yeah, a cool doll. This one is almost the same as this one right here, the Dutch doll Kate. So Tiana and Kate are gonna get an upgrade regarding looks and maybe weight even, I don't know, and maybe even TP, I have no clue. But this is the V3 material. I'm waiting on the go-ahead from Hank from doll.shop if we're gonna do a collaboration on her as well, because I had a discount code for Tiana. Apparently, it has been used a couple of times. There are even people now coming in the comments saying that the code doesn't work anymore, which is correct because it only goes to a specific sort of time. So yeah, hopefully we can do something again in the near future. They're already really cheap for what you're going to get regarding make and model. So that's pretty crazy in my opinion. So Tiana and Kate, I can't wait to see what they're going to look like when they have been changed on the website. So we have to keep an eye on that as well. And then we're going to go over next to Iron Tech Doll. This is Spider-Gwen. And the funny thing is, Spider-Gwen is actually another one of my ideas, like Liru the Wolf Girl at elsababe. Spider-Gwen was something that Iron Tech Doll sent me a very long time ago, a warehouse doll, which is called Miki. and also a Lola. Now, Lola came in with damage, sadly, so I had to eventually, after putting her up on display, unboxing and reviewing her, give her away or sell her for a small price to somebody who fixes the dolls. I actually wanted to get her back, but I didn't. And we had Miki. And Miki's also a little bit older. Her joints were getting a little bit softer or loose. And I had to thin out the herd, so she was gone as well. She was a simple stock doll coming from the warehouse in Spain. And I actually dressed her up multiple times with the Spider-Gwen outfit. And eventually they took to it and completely stole my idea. Not really stole. I mean, I already told them that this was going to be pretty cool, and I wish that they did something like this. So, you can believe it or not, that it was my idea or my push for them to put this through. And I'm not trying to give myself pats on the shoulder here or pats on the back, but I mean, I think the first one to do that with that doll. So it's cool that they picked up on that and made their own very cool silicone version. Iron Tech doll, if you're watching this video, I still would like to unbox and review her, and or a real lady, but I understand those are pretty expensive. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. My Norman doll's still there in the corner, like I said, with the white dress that my wife and I bought a while back. She's still very good. If you want to check out Norman Doll as well, go to normandoll.com. They also have very good deals lately regarding silicone dolls, and they are very nice looking, especially the Khaleesi head from Game of Thrones that I have here, and the Althea head. I think, in my opinion, two of the most beautiful faces ever created regarding Norman Doll. And we're just going to wait now and see what's going to come in. I also want to do a small shout out to realdoll.com, Heather, who has been, talking to me in the chat regarding a artificial intelligence head, and Realbotics, Elliot. Thank you very much for the comments as well, for the email back. And hopefully, I don't think that's going to happen because it's just too much high-end stuff that they have, and it's not expensive, because what they give is not expensive. Sorry, my throat is acting up. But the price for somebody who doesn't have a job and stuff like that, it's a very long story. I just can't pay certain amounts of money for certain things, and I would like to have them nonetheless, and review and unbox and do lots of things with those items, like I'm doing here with the dolls. But being able to pay for something or not, and saying something is expensive, it's not expensive for what they bring. People can say for like this doll, I don't even know what this one costs. It's $2,500. So people are going to be like, "Buh, that's expensive." No, it's not expensive for what they have to offer. It's a lot of money, granted. Sure, it's a lot of money. Everybody in a different household has different thoughts about 3,000, 5,000, buying a car or buying a doll or whatever. I understand that, but it's a big amount of money, sure, but it's not expensive. Not, like example, the artificial intelligence head from Real Doll or Realbotics. It's like around, I think it's around $5,000 or something like that. Now, the problem that I'm going to have is if I had that money and I would order it from them and it would come through from America to me, which is Europe, I'm going to get destroyed regarding shipping. That's not even the biggest part. It's going to be customs and the taxes that are going to come over it. And it's just going to be way too much, because it's going to be 21% of the full price. So that's 1/5. So that's going to be another $1,000 or like $500 or $1,000 on top of it regarding shipping and everything else. So that's just going to be way too much money for something that I want really badly. But, I could make so many cool AI videos with that and do stuff with that. I also want to ever have specific dolls that I can put in my drift car with me and, drive around, make cockpit videos and stuff like that, which is funny if you ask me. But yeah, this is going to be a great long ranting video with some very cool updates. Again, getting our Zelex doll probably tomorrow already. Then getting over to the mini Tifa doll from gamelady. So Zelex, gamelady, then going over to elsababe, which is going to be perfect as well. Then we're going to go over to Dutch doll and see what they're going to have regarding the updates. And then hopefully either we buy a second-hand artificial intelligence head from Real Doll, because that's something that I've been wanting for a very long time, as long as I can remember, since they released that on their websites. And or well, we'll have to wait and see how everything else goes. And I still need to play. I still need to play Star Wars Outlaws. I still need to play Space Marine that's coming out in 4 days, the 9th. So yeah, very busy things, very busy stuff happening on my YouTube channel. Please stick around. Leave a like, leave a subscribe. Please subscribe. Put your balls on the subscribe button and jiggle them till they keep going with the subscriptions. And you know, liking is nice, sure. I understand that not everybody's going to like this video, but subscribing is mandatory. Come on, y'all. So thank you very much for all the support. Thank you very much for almost getting my Tifa unboxing to 1 million views. We're almost there. Just a couple of thousand left. I think around 11 or 12,000. I think we're past the 988,000 mark. Let me see real quick. And then also leave a comment in the comment section down below, please, with what you think this head is going to be. No, this head. And let's see. We're already on 89. We're on 989,300 views. You know how much money I make with this video? Because it's yellow monetization. €8. I'm not joking. So I pretty much don't make money off YouTube. I'm also not allowed because I'm sick. I'm stuck at home. I have no job. So, you know, the government's watching me. And yeah. Oh, wait, we also have a mail from Gamelady doll as we speak. Oh, they shipped it. Nice. Hi, dear, please check the tracking number. Let's check the tracking number real quick. Hopefully it's going to come in Friday. Yeah, it also comes from Germany. Perfect. And it's also a UPS. So, with a little bit of luck, so pickup scan, arrived at facility, departed from facility, arrived at facility, departed from facility, arrived at facility. So it's already very close. So maybe we have a double unboxing tomorrow, which is going to be Zelex. They're going to be first. And then they were the fastest. It was like one email talking about certain things. They agreed on certain things. And they were like, you know what? Let's just send it right now so you can get going. Perfect. I've never had a more speedy conversation with a company that sells dolls like this. So Zelex, again, shout out to you. And let's just, stay tuned. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be crazy. So please leave a like and subscribe. Like I said before, we're already at 23 minutes. I think that's going to be me done. See you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for everything.